Hey y'all, it's your girl Danielle Ty tuning in with y'all today on the 8 things I did right after I moved. How many times have you felt like you had to start over? I feel like in my life I was always finding myself getting to the point where I was just doing good and I had to start over again, and it was so annoying. So this time I said, you know what, I'm moving to a whole different state. If I need to get my life together, now's the time. Even if you don't move to a new state or a new city, moving and changing my environment, just my daily environment, meant so much more to me. Just think about moving the space around in your living room or in your bedroom, moving pictures around, just changing up the feng shui. I was able to be in a nice, clean, safe place where I was able to unwind and really be alone with my thoughts and understand and register my feelings and what was going on. I feel like before that point, I was always running away, trying to avoid and distract myself, and I wasn't dealing with the real things I needed to deal with. Which leads into kind of the next one, which is number 2. Decor. When I tell you it is about the ambience, your feng shui, when I tell you that changed my whole game. So you know how people tell you that a cluttered mind or a cluttered life is a cluttered mind or whatever, like when I tell you that is so true. So the other thing that I did, number 2, was making sure that I set up my environment, my new space, to something that I was going to be happy to come home to. So I made it a calming environment. I was like, you know what? I got anger issues. I need to learn how to relax more. So I want to have a relaxing environment. So colors have a play into that, like incense, candles. When I hung up my art, I made sure I had positive art, things that made me happy when I looked at it, not words of like splattered all over the place looking crazy, red and black, like that invoke anger in me. I want to see flowers and dogs and babies or something. So I made sure that my decor was giving me the vibes that I needed to feel like, I'm not gonna cuss nobody out today. Number 3 was I started looking more into minimalist, like, so the minimal lifestyle. So from moving time and time again, or just, you know, getting kicked out of this house, going to this house, living with this person, all of that when I was back home in the Bay, all my belongings got jumbled up to the point where I didn't even have nothing. Like when I came to Vegas, I didn't have nothing but clothes. So I had to start over from scratch. But doing that, I mindfully went into it like, you know what? I'm not going to fill my house with a whole bunch of stuff that don't mean nothing to me. So now I literally have minimalized all my stuff. The art stuff was the hardest, but minimalizing all of that to the point where everything literally has some type of value to me. But not to the point where if I lost it, I'll feel like, oh my God, my life is over. Like I've lost so many things that I don't mind losing them again. But the things that I have now in my life, I want to value, and I'm going to really make sure I take care of. Number 4 was making up my bed every day. So I know this sounds crazy, but I watched a documentary about this dude who was in the Navy, and he said that one of the first like mental lessons that they learned was every day you wake up to make up your bed in the morning. Now it sounds like a small little thing to do, but mentally it sets you up to have a successful day all day because you started your day with some sense of accomplishment. Okay, you wake up, and that also goes into the whole decluttering. Like making up your bed could change the whole look of the house. Picking up some clothes will change the whole look. Like it will look less messy. So making up my bed every day. Number 5. So at my old job when I was doing graphic design, I did not get dressed. I knew that I was gonna be at my computer all day, and I was like, ain't nobody up here for me to get dressed for. So I used to come to work in hoodies and sweats, you know, just like hats, beanies, just chill, comfortable. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's my style. I like to be laid back. But when I had moved to Vegas and I started my new job, I said, you know what? Like, I used to always think like, oh, it ain't about how you dress. That shouldn't matter. But that does matter because that is honestly the first impression that people get of you. I'm sorry, but when you clean and you look like you take care of yourself, you look like you put, if you look like you put effort into yourself, you look more trustworthy. I'm just saying, like if I come to you hair crazy, makeup all over the place, sweating, stank, and I ask you for, hey, I ain't even gotta ask you for nothing yet. I could just be like, hey, can I ask you a question? You're gonna be like, but if I come to you dressed, you feel me, looking well, and be like, excuse me, I got a question, you're gonna be like, okay, well, let me hear her out, let me see what she's talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I started dressing every day. And either way, when you look good, you feel good. And when I tell you walking outside in the morning every day and I heard my heels clanking, I felt like a bad bitch. I was like, your girl is dressed getting ready for work. I'm grown. Officially grown. Okay, I ain't gotta come to work, put on no apron and no hat like when I was working at Jamba Juice. No shade, because I've been there before, but your girl was in an office environment. I'm trying to have a little office swag. But when I tell you that had me feeling good all the time, that had me feeling good every day, I'm extra taking care of myself now so I could stun on these. No, I'm just playing. Number 6, I smiled more. So what I told myself is, I do not want to be the girl that's walking around looking mad all day. One thing I used to hate is that when you would walk past somebody, it would be that awkward, like, and I used to be like, bro, we could look at each other and just say hi. It don't have to be awkward. So I'll be walking down the hallway or walking in the middle. You know, if I cross somebody, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Keep it lit. It ain't got to be like a. So I made sure that everywhere I was going, that I was making sure that I was smiling at people. Somebody make eye contact with me, I'ma smile at them. Not enough for them to think I'm trying to holler, but just enough for them to see that, hey, I acknowledge you. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. And honestly, smiling every day has helped me more because I've helped other people smile. Like, that honestly makes me feel good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, try it more. And it might be weird at first, but whenever somebody make eye contact with you, I challenge you to smile at them and just see the reaction. I'm telling you. Number 7. So what I started getting into, daily affirmations. So daily affirmations is not putting up a sticky note like, you are beautiful, you are resilient, you are, no. If that works for you, more power to you. But literally daily affirmations would be just me literally waking up in the morning, and instead of getting on social media, I'm getting on like Pinterest and looking at motivational quotes, or this quote, like, you know, like, you are da 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 da, you are on the right path, the world is yours, take a rest today, like, or you are enough. You are enough. But no, I needed them daily affirmations. Like, I did get into tarot. I always have loved horoscope and astrology. So those type of things, like, were things that I went to daily for not answers, but guidance. I'm one of those people who I feel like I don't have anybody who I could call and be like, look, this is what's going on in my life. Is this, that, and the other. Like, I can, but they don't really care. So for me to get that, seek out that extra support that I need, that I can't necessarily get from people because I don't want to ask, I go for guidance in the spiritual realm. I'll light some candles, get in the bathtub, kumbaya, and I'm gonna stay a little bit. The last thing I did, number 8, was I started challenging myself to change the things that I did not like. Number 1 thing that has always been an issue for me has been my body. Like, I'm a woman. I feel like men have these issues too. We all do. We human. We want to look good, and sometimes we let ourselves go. So I was like, you know what? I want to start working out. I went to the gym for 6 months and had a personal trainer, and when I tell you, every day, I did not feel like going to that. I was like, I don't want to go. And then I'm paying him for an hour, and then he gonna say, before the hour, come and run a mile. I was like, nigga, you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do outside the hours of whatever, outside the hour that you have me for. I ain't running no mile before I start working out. What's the point? I'm be tired. I'm be ready to go home after the mile. Let's be honest. But I challenged myself to start doing that. And even though I stopped working out after the 6 months, I was like, you know, I ain't getting the results. Booty ain't looking, you feel me, on double XL, so I'm ready to cut. Like, but the reason that I stopped going was because I wasn't seeing results. But then I literally did intermittent fasting, lost the weight, and then I liked how I was, but I was like, if I would have been working out while I was doing this diet, things would be even better. So now I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try this working thing out again. And I hate going to the gym. I hate making up my own exercises in my head. Like, okay, I'm gonna do 20 reps of 10. That's so boring to me, even when I play music. So my new love and obsession is POPSUGAR Fitness on YouTube. I started with Chloe Ting challenge, and then I seen this Fitness video come up of like hip hop dancing, and I was like, okay, your girl could get it in a little bit. Let me see what it do. When I tell you, after that first workout, when I tell you 30 minutes ain't never went by so fast to me, and I had so much fun, and I was sweating. And literally at the end of one of the videos, the girl was like, put one hand on your heart, put one hand on your chest, and just thank yourself, thank your body, appreciate your body. You just put yourself through this. You deserve it. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have finished this. And at that moment, I low-key was ready to shed a tear, because I'm like, I did do this. And it felt good. And I was like, bruh, like, the next morning, I was actually excited to work out. I've never been excited to work out, bruh. Let me just say that. I was excited to, you feel me, get that little, hella boozy. That I've learned how to make lifestyle changes. And I'm so happy that I decided to start taking those steps. Now, don't get me wrong. Your girl got a lot of work to do, okay? And every day is a constant daily reminder and check-in with myself, like, hey, where we at mentally, where we at physically, and where we at spiritually. And I realized that, like, this spiritual journey, this being an adult shit, everything, all of this shit is like literally an ongoing thing. You never master it. I don't think you ever have self-mastery, because we constantly gonna find out new things about ourselves as long as we challenge ourselves. So yes, I am wishing y'all the best of luck. Like, if you feel like you need to get out of a mental, physical, or spiritual rut, when I tell you, the best advice that I have for you is to challenge yourself. Make a list, literally sit down and think of all the ways you feel, all the things that are going back. What is the complete opposite of that? You figure out what you got to do to make it happen in between. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with your girl today. I'm wishing y'all the best of luck. If y'all haven't checked out my other video about moving, starting over, all of that, make sure y'all check that out. I love and appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all stay tuned for the next one next Thursday. Look, hey, peace.